Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let me press a couple of buttons. Let me get everything going. Welcome. So exciting. Really, really so exciting. In fact, actually, as I was signing on, I saw that we have two more RVP acceptances. So I believe we're up to like 37, something like that, right? Whatever the math is, right? Whatever the last number plus two is, that equals today's number, which is super cool. So I did want to take the opportunity to kind of go over a bit of the syllabus going forward. Now, when I say syllabus, what I'm referring to is anytime I ever started a new school year, whether it was like elementary school or high school or college or whatnot, in an effort for all the students to know what was expected going forward, the teacher shared the syllabus on the first day. And that was really well received by both teacher and by students because everyone, you know why you're there. The rest is, will you go ahead and achieve success or will you not? And the most frustrating part is, hey, good morning, Frida. The most frustrating part is even when you go ahead and apply a full work ethic or your full dedication, you can still go ahead and fail. And that's when it's super frustrating because your failure wasn't a function of your want. Not seeing syllabus in Slack. It is in, I did go ahead and pin it. Oh, Robbie wrote a link to me. I did go ahead and pin it, and actually I'll go through the Slack together, right? I'm going to do a bit of a share screen. I'll show you. But the most frustrating part is to go ahead and not achieve success or to go ahead and fail and really try hard doing it, right? Like how many times have you known people or known yourself where you spend the whole day, you're exhausted and you got nothing accomplished. You're like, I have not stopped moving. I am so exhausted, but nothing's done. Or even worse, you're so exhausted and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And I don't ever believe that's on the person that is doing the work. It's on the person that's leading the team, right? Like in a rowboat, if everyone is rowing in an opposite direction, your boat goes nowhere. And that's completely to the stewardship of the person that's saying, hey guys, let's all row at this speed going in this direction. Because when you do accomplish and you do arrive where you're looking to be, where you arrive to your destination, then everyone could say, wow, our work paid off. So I did want to put together something, and I did go ahead and do so. So let's do a share screen, right? Like, I don't know what's behind the screen, so I hope it's nothing too bad. All right. So this is that. Let's pull up the Slack, and let's go into RVP. Okay, we're there. So Slackbot's telling me people are in. Cool. So we're at RVP. Now, as you can see, 38, really quite a good group. And when you go ahead and you're in RVP, if you go up here where it says one pinned, that's where you'll find the syllabus, because it does get lost in everyone's messages, right? Like everyone will write something and then as by default, the messages will go further and further. So you could go up here, one pinned, and you'll see that I had pinned it right here. So RVP PDF. Okay. So what does it say? Let's go ahead and maximize this. It says November 8th, 2022. Congratulations after much. Oh, I put the wrong one in. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And no wonder why everyone's like, Anthony, where is it? So let's delete this file because that's not the right one. You know, can't catch a break sometimes. Let's delete this file. Okay, cool. It's deleted. Now, can I attach a new one? So let's edit message. And all right. That's so embarrassing. My God. Okay, so where did I put this? So this is right here. So this is in RVP, I believe. RVP PDF. So let's bring that over there. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so this is, so this is the real, all right, so let's unpin this. Wow, that's so embarrassing. Okay, so unpin from channel. So let's remove that pin. And now when we scroll all the way down, we're going to pin this to the channel. I am so super embarrassed. Did I just do it again? Am I losing my, I am losing my mind. Okay. So apparently, oh, okay. So this is RVP 1.0. So let's delete this file. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. All right, and let's go ahead and take all this. Let's unpin this. Wow, Anthony is really quite doing really well today. You know, you can't go ahead and substitute or real time. Okay, so here we go. Happy Friday. Obviously, it's now Saturday, but we went ahead and here's the PDF. Okay. So we have our Rhino seal, which is really, really great. And, you know, so this does play to the seal of the United States, but we never want to put the United States on it. We always believe that Rhino could be the president of, you know, of something much larger. So this is our seal. Okay. So the objective is to increase the Rhino retirement members, because obviously, as we know, the more members that come in, the more automated it counts, the more it pushes the coin up, which allows the price to go to a level that catches the attention of many, transfers the wealth back to us, and allows us to bridge over to Rhino Street. Now the goals, so for the first week, let's have an initial goal of just one additional member per member. So for every one of us, if we could just bring one person in. And that sounds easy-ish, but it sounds unscalable. And what I mean by that is we all know one person that will do us a favor. But that's not really why anyone should join Rhino. It's not that anyone should join Rhino because someone called them and said, hey, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do this for me. Because that's not what Rhino is. Rhino is looking to do for them. And the difference between someone believing they're doing you a favor and someone believing and thanking you for doing them the favor is education on what Rhino is, what the vision is, and what we're doing together. So this goal, although could be shortcut, it is attainable to be done and fulfilled in the correct way. So the solution, to adapt Rhino to be very well liked and accepted among many different cultures. We will promote passionate partners of Rhino to manage outreach operations in their home geographies. That is RVP. In fact, we went ahead and identified 100 of our most passionate members, most passionate partners, and promoted to accept RVP. 38 have accepted, some have not responded, and some have declined because they understand they're not going to be able to offer the time and really attain the standards that Rhino is looking for. So project outline, right? So Rhino has already identified its partners at the executive level. Our orientation is going to be Monday, which is November 14th, right? You know, I really, okay, anyway, so November 14th will be orientation. So please, ignore the 11. Our calls are going to be every Monday and Friday. We're going to host them at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Now that is flexible because when we go ahead when we go ahead and identify who the final members are of RBP, we'll go ahead and select a time that works for everyone. So for instance, if the majority of RVP is located in Europe, well, then we're going to make a time that's really favorable to Europe and vice versa for whatever time works best. Now, these Monday and Fridays are not mandatory, right? But they're calls you should attend. Now, they're always going to be recorded and we're going to make the replays available. Everyone is adults, so if you can't make it, you can't make it. But it is something that you really should plan to make. We have our own link for that, which is right there. You will have to register because it is an exclusive group, right? Monday, we'll be setting our goals. Hey, everyone, how did last week go? Let's talk about it. What is attainable for this week? How are we going to do it? Great. Friday, we're going to discuss the results. Hey, we look to attain this. We were able to succeed over here. We have room for improvement over here. And through that process, after 2 months of not trial and error, but coming up with goals and learning what we don't know and in applying what we didn't know to go ahead and achieve the solution. Once we get there, that's when we could start building representatives beneath us and teaching even further. Friday is payday, 25 RHINO to your wallet, regardless of the price of RHINO, because obviously RHINO is going to continue moving up, which is actually pretty cool because it's in your control. I think they describe love as as offering the power to someone to destroy you and trusting that they won't. So by our next step of RHINO really being in the hands of RVP, if RVP is a big flop, well, RHINO's not going to be too good over the next immediate term as RVP's going, and vice versa. So when it gets to the syllabus, what to expect, this is what we've put together. So everything in life is like a funnel, right? So you might see a commercial for Taco Bell, which puts it on your mind, and then all of a sudden Taco Bell builds a store nearby, so you pass it. And all these micro commitments allow you to go ahead and achieve the goal, which is Taco Bell selling you a taco or whatnot. So the funnel that we want to go ahead and demonstrate is, first, we need to know what type of marketing we're going to do. So for one person in RVP, maybe it's cold calling. Maybe they really have a skill on getting on the phone, speaking to strangers. They're well liked. They're able to gin up conversation, and they find that more times than not, it's a successful conversation where they were able to at least share their views, and the other person, whether they agree or not, but they have politely accepted it or declined, right? In which case, so say Tom says, I like cold calling, that's my superpower, great. Well, let's go ahead and recognize something that is a challenge for people, something that's near and dear to you, something that's near and dear to your community. So Tom goes ahead and Tom lives in, let's say, a low income community, right? So inflation is really, really hurting them because the income of the people in the community is not high enough that as the price of food and gas move up, their income is unable to go ahead and pay for it all, right? It's unable to go ahead and apply to adjust. So what Tom says is, okay, I believe inflation is going to be something that will resonate with the people of my community. So when I call them and say, hey, my name is Tom, I'm representing RHINO, and I'd like to talk to you about how inflation is really hurting our community. Well, let's have 3 strong facts about it. It's hurting our community because chicken prices are up 30%, gas prices are up 40%, and our pay is only up 3% year over year. So our discretionary income is not there, and we're having to choose between feeding our kids meat and getting gas or not, right? Like stuff like that. In which case, the person on the other end of the phone would agree. Yeah, you're making sense. Inflation is a problem over here, and I noticed it in the things that you're sharing with me. Well, let's evaluate 3 alternatives. So yes, inflation's been difficult, and as an alternative, I've been buying less chicken, or I've been buying more ramen noodles to offset, or we've been carpooling more. But these are all really inconvenient things for our life, wouldn't you agree? And the person that Tom's talking to is like, yeah, I do agree. Well, this is how RHINO can help solve that today. In which case, Tom would share how RHINO solves that today. And in joining RHINO, this is how we're going to be able to solve problems like this over the next 12 months. Now, the point of this presentation is each individual of RVP can scroll down and say, okay, well, I'm not really good at cold calling. I don't like talking to strangers, but I'm great door to door. All right, well, I don't really like that stuff, but I'm good at live chat. If RHINO had a chat bot, I could chat and talk to people in real time because I'm home all day, and I could have the notifications go to my phone. Or someone could say, well, I don't really do the one-on-one, but I love writing a blog. I have a great blog that's really quite popular. So in my blog, I'm going to talk about poor leadership and how this country is really hurting from poor leadership, or our community is really hurting from poor leadership. And these are the three facts that helped represent that. And these are the three alternatives. We tried voting for this, or we tried doing this, but it didn't work. But this is how RHINO could help that today. The point is, you can go ahead and select something from the type of marketing that fits you best. Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe you have a great Facebook. Maybe you have a lot of followers. Maybe you're an influencer. Maybe you're a blogger. Maybe you're a journalist, whatever the case may be. Then go ahead and select one to three recognitions, 1 to 3 challenges in your local community. Okay, so unemployment's really hurting us over here, or crime is really hurting us here, or big business is really hurting us here. So select the ones that fit you best, and now come up with some supporting facts for it, right? Well, the recession, I know the US says that we're not in recession, but our community is in recession because of this, this, and this. We have tried to combat that by doing this, this, and this, but it hasn't worked. That's why RHINO is able to solve it today by doing this, this, and this. And by being in RHINO, we can go ahead and continue solving big challenges over the next 12 months by doing this, this, and this. The point is, in a presentation that's this organized, we allow each member of RVP to go ahead and to go ahead and represent the path that is best for them, the path that is best congruent with their skill set, and allows them to choose the challenges that best represents their community. So an individual might be really good at talking someone door to door. An individual understands that in their community, these are the challenges. An individual is able to support it with facts that only that member could support it with, right? I went to the ShopRite, and you know that nice lady Karen, even she said it, and the people in the community are going to know that. And then we're going to select the 3 alternatives that people have been trying to do, why they failed, and why RHINO is a solution. So I'm gonna stop the share there because I know not see, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. New dad brain, it's a thing. No, it really, really is. In fact, I was up really late last night with our daughter, our son. Nice sleep through. But my wife is, she'll be up every 2 or 3 hours for Morris when she cries. And of course I try to be her Robin, right? Wow, I'm really far over. I'm 8 minutes over. So for Monday, so if you could go through RVP and take a look at that syllabus and kind of just identify what would be best for you. Come up with 3 different pathways, and then you'll be fully prepared for Monday. Because then we could say, hey, Robbie, which 3 do you think best work for you? And Robbie might say, Ant, it's really funny, nobody knows this, but I have a really good, I'm really well liked on Twitter. It's the weirdest thing, but people like me on Twitter, and I think I could offer this using my Twitter handle, and I believe this is, this particular challenge is going to resonate the best, right? In which case, at the end of Monday's call, and I know some people can't be on it, right? So they'll go ahead and email me. But at the end of Monday, we should be able to say, RVP member Robbie, RVP member Frida, Caro, what have you. This is their strategy for the week, and their goal is just to get one, just to kind of get your feet wet, see how it feels, to be in contact with me all week. Anthony, I've been, and we'll do it right in the chat. Hey, I tried this today. It worked really well. I'm really excited. Hey, I tried this today. It's kind of like trial and error. I'm having some error. Does anyone have any recommendations? Anyone have any advice? Because at the end of the week, when we get together and speak about the week that was, the goal for the following week is that you're fully prepared. You walk into it and you say, I spent a whole week trying this one thing. I know what works. I know what doesn't. And my goals for this week, instead of 1, are now 2 and 3. And remember, everyone's being compensated in the coin that directly reflects the value of those, of all of our work together. And when we do this type of work, and when we go ahead and bring people in with such a personal one-on-one touch, it is they that are going to be the next round of evangelists that are going to say, I really, really like what we're doing here. Not only did I join, but I would like to go ahead and be someone that can share with others as well. I would like to be part of this executive level of RHINO because I see where RHINO's going, and to get in and actually have an executive position with RHINO now, that person is going to see it and say, well, duh, that's a good thing. I just checked to have my AirPods. I left them at home. I do need to make a call right after this. So I'm 10 minutes over. I'm going to go ahead and post this on the YouTube. I will speak to everyone Monday. Our call is for 2:00. Message me in the Slack group if you believe a better time could be found, and we'll take a vote on it. Otherwise, really, really super excited. Sorry that I'm like mixing my words today. I'm on like new dad no sleep, but I'm always right here. Yeah, see, Mark is already thinking. I love everyone. I will see you Monday. Bye, guys.